Hey everyone, good afternoon. So, today we're going to test, well, a few things, but primarily an AI mod, an early release of an AI mod, which already fixes and improves a lot of the AI's brain dead behavior. So, yeah, we'll do a test game and see how much things improve thanks to it. There's also a mod that adds a search function back to the game. Now, you can't search for everything, but you can search for quite a few useful things, like discoveries or specific districts, things like that. Any biome, any terrain type. So it's nice to have that back. It's a start. I mean, we're only a few days in. If you're on YouTube, I got the links in the video description. This is what I'm using right now. I don't have any specific plan for this. Like I said, we're just going to test things, see how much changes. Not even sure what I want to play. I mean, I played a lot as Ibn recently, so maybe we can do something else. No, I don't really need to unlock mementos because I already have all of them, but there are still other useful unlocks. I actually haven't really played as Augustus, so maybe we'll do that. He's really good. Okay, why not? We can do Augustus. And one of the things this AI mod fixes, by the way, is AI's completely brain-dead behavior with settlers, because they often get stuck in a logic loop and never settle further towns, which is why those of you who already played the game a fair bit might have noticed that a lot of the time AI simply stops settling. And it's not because they don't make settlers, it's because their settlers were getting stuck in a logic loop. So that's why they never settled. Anyway, so I used the scouting mementos a lot recently already. Maybe we can try something else this time around. There are some good ones. There are some movement mementos which I was gonna test, but that will be better with Napoleon because, yeah, he has +1 movement for all land units. Don't think that's what I want to do right now. And we can always get the war support ones. I could actually still grab one scouting memento, because that's still really good at the start of the game. Like, scouting is super important in any 4X. A lot of these are kind of underwhelming, but there are some really good ones too. I might actually grab +2 free war support if somebody declares war on us, because they're definitely gonna do it right here. So let's grab that, and hopefully we can build Gate of All Nations. And then with one militaristic attribute point, that would already be +5. And for the second one, I think I'll still get the scouting one, because that's still really important early on. Yeah, let's still get the scouting. This is just so good. Even if you just use this one, this is so good. Alright. Now for the sieve, by the way, I really hope somebody makes a mod at some point that will, one, change the screen, and two, let you see the traditions more easily, because right now, the only possible way to see traditions of a specific civilization is to start a new game as that civilization and then open your civics tree. And maybe find it on a wiki somewhere if that's been added already. But inside the actual game, the only way to see traditions of a civilization is to just start a game as that civilization yourself. And a lot of them are really powerful. So for example, if you look at a civ like Mongolia, for example, so there are some good things here, obviously, but that's not one of the best parts of playing as Mongolia. One of the best parts of playing as Mongolia is literally not listed here at all. You might not even know it exists. Because the best part of playing as Mongolia is that you get +4 settlement limit just from the Mongolian civics alone, on top of the usual settlement cap increase you get from regular civics. So that's huge. And you also get a tradition for +5 combat strength for all cavalry units. And their unique unit is also a cavalry unit too. So yeah, Mongolia is really good if you want a higher settlement limit. I think it's actually the only exploration age civilization that can get an extra +4 settlement limit. I'm pretty sure it's the only one. And it's huge. Like +4 is massive. And the +5 combat strength for all cavalry is also massive. I mean, basically the combat strength difference between like a tier 1 and tier 2 and tier 3 is 10 combat strength. So this is like half a tier. Then you get +5 from an army commander, for example. And well, it's basically the same as upgrading your units a whole tier. And by the way, this is one thing that I see like not a lot of people picked up on already, but a lot obviously did. Your culture and science output, and this goes both for single player and multiplayer, matters a whole lot less in Civilization 7 than in any previous Civilization game ever. Because you cannot research anything past certain point, your advantage can only go so far, and you might also be shooting yourself in the foot if you research future tech or future civic. You get some bonuses from it, but if you end the age too quickly, you might not be able to get the extra legacy points you were planning to get. If you're not ahead, you can literally shoot yourself in the foot by having too much science or too much culture and researching future tech or civic. You can actually lose because of it. And the military advantage you can get from having a bigger science output is not nearly as high as ever before. Like you can get 10 points worth of advantage from having a higher tier base unit. But that advantage is very easy to overcome through all kinds of bonuses. So it's nothing like in the previous Civ games. Because like in the Civilization 5 or 6, if you have a swordsman or a long swordsman and you get attacked by somebody who has masked men, you're kind of screwed. Here, it still matters, but not nearly as much. You can overcome that, like in many different ways. So it's actually not necessarily a good idea to focus really hard on the just science or just culture. What I'm saying is that you definitely should not tunnel vision just into your science output or culture output. It's a huge mistake to make. This is especially a huge mistake in multiplayer, but in single player too. Anyway, so, right, we are obviously starting from Antiquity here. We could just go with Rome. Rome is nice. Moria is nice too. They get more happiness, I always like that. Some more science. Don't remember the traditions. I think they had something with happiness. I know Egypt has, at least I think it was Egypt, they have two different traditions for extra yields on navigable rivers. They have like +1 culture on every navigable river, and I think like +1 gold. That's what I'm talking about. The traditions are often a more important part of picking a civilization than anything that's listed here, particularly when it comes to Antiquity Age civilizations, because you keep traditions for the entire game, and they can really synergize with your setup later on, and they can really snowball too. So traditions are super important, and you cannot see them anywhere here. You just have to like memorize them all basically, look them up on the internet, if they're added anywhere already. I don't think so, not yet. Or just start a game with every civilization you want to check. Or like make your own spreadsheet. I was actually thinking about like literally making my own spreadsheet with that. Yeah. No, yeah, you can't see it, Ariman. You literally can't see it anywhere. This info is simply not here. If you first start playing the game and like you didn't look up a lot of information on the internet about Civ 7, you might not even know about this. Because the game doesn't really tell you directly that a huge part of your civilization choice are their traditions, which are the unique policies that you get to keep in future ages. It's a huge part of your civilization choice. And like I said, Mongolia is a great example. One of the best parts about Mongolia is the fact you get extra +4 settlement limit, which no other civilization does. And it's not stated anywhere in here. Try to find this info here. You can't because it's not stated here. But it's a big reason to pick Mongolia. And they also get +5 strength to all their cavalry. Like, as long as you have that policy slotted in, you will always have that. Anyway, I do also like Persia, because their army commander starts with the initiative, but apparently that still hasn't been entirely fixed, because I saw a comment from someone I talk with literally today that they still had this not always work, as in the initiative promotion. Because this was a bug I found very early on, the initiative promotion, which allows you to still act with your unit after unpacking them from the commander. Sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't. I thought this was fixed in the patch, but not entirely, apparently. It can still sometimes just not work. Speaking of good units, the Mississippian Burning Arrow unit is also really good, actually, because of this burning status. The Maya is a very good one. They do have a policy that gives them +1 science on each vegetated terrain. So that's actually pretty nice. And this is a nice wonder, by the way. Mundo Perdido. You can get some pretty nice yields from that if you have a lot of tropical terrain. And that's basically the chicken and pizza wonder of Civilization 7. Or Django Petra, if you want to call it that. But this is the chicken pizza of Civ 7. The Civilopedia is my biggest gripe at the moment. Yeah, there's a lot of info missing from the Civilopedia. Okay, let's just do the Maya. I think that's fine. Alright, we'll do the Maya. I'm fine with that. So, okay. Let's see now. I think I'm gonna stick with continents. So, since this mod is presumably going to make the AI a lot less brain dead, let's just say, let's see how it's gonna play out on Immortal, which is usually actually very easy in Civ 7 because of all the stupid brain dead shit the AI does. So I wanted to see whether it's gonna be maybe harder than it normally is. And like I said, normally it's actually very easy. Like way easier than ever before. And yeah, I think this is fine. Now we could do like long age length and online speed. By the way, speaking of game speeds, there are several things within the game that do not scale with game speed. And I hope that's gonna get fixed and addressed sometime soon. By the way, do you guys want to see something? Not everyone might know this yet. So not everyone might know this yet, but so you guys know that like the first DLC with a handful of like leaders and civs is coming out in March, right? Most of you probably know this. What you might not know is that it has a price already. And guess what that price is? $30. Straight up, it's $30. And this is releasing in March. Yeah. So I was just talking with someone before this stream. If they release this next month for $30 before addressing all of the immediate biggest issues with the game, that's not gonna go down well. Yeah, that's not gonna go down well if they do that. And don't get me wrong, as far as disastrous like releases go, this is literally nothing. And like this is very easily recoverable. They just need to actually release a bunch of patches and updates and address all this shit. How many of you play Total War? And how many of you played the Total War Rome 2 on release? Now, that was an actual dumpster fire of a release. It was 10 times worse than Civilization 7 is right now. Civilization 7 is like the greatest game of all time compared to that. Like, it's the greatest release ever compared to how much of a dumpster fire Total War Rome 2 was. But CA like released, I think, like 10 or 15 updates in the following months, fixed a lot of this stuff, and it still had issues, but, well, it was mostly a good game after that. So, like, this is nothing. Like, this is very easily recoverable. They just need to actually work on the patches and updates to fix all of the obvious issues. But if they don't do that, and then release a DLC for $30 in less than a month, yeah, that's not gonna go down well. Anyway, so I think we're gonna play with these settings here. I think this is fine. Continents is fine. Okay, yep, let's go. Oh yeah, it's coming out in March. Yeah, they had it on the roadmap, which they showed even before Civ 7 was released. And if you look it up on Steam, I'm pretty sure it's listed as March. I need to check. But it's coming in March. That was their plan all along. Like, it's in the roadmap that they posted. Oh, actually, it technically already came out. Yeah, it technically already came out. It's just that it's the same as, like, Leader Pass, for example. So right now, it only has the cosmetic bonus. Yeah, let me just show you. Yeah, like, it's technically already out. It's just that right now it only has this cosmetic bonus, and the rest is going to come, yeah, like in March, basically. Coming January, March 2025. So it's technically already out, it's just that it has no content. What a great business model. Okay, this actually cracks me up. It's like, hey guys, let's release this 30 bucks DLC, but it won't actually have any content. It's literally like, hey bro, give me 30 bucks. Okay, that's actually really funny. What a great business model. Yeah, placeholder release. Just give me 30 bucks, bro, and I'll give you some content later on, I promise. Trust me, bro. This is what the gaming industry is. Yeah, 30 euro for a promise. Trust me, bro, I'll give you something later. Alright, yeah, so another mod I'm using is, again, search. So you can't search for everything, but you can search for like any biome, any terrain, any district type, discoveries. I'm pretty sure river will probably work. Or maybe not. Okay, tropical, for example, does work. This is all tropical. And the specific district names work, so we can look up all that. If you know, like, your unique building name, you can look that up. Anyway, let's settle on spot here. And we'll grab a scout right away. Alright. We have discovered the new continent. Our explorer is naming it Atlantis. See, Atlantis is real. I knew it. Alright, pottery. One more scout. We wanted to find some city-states ASAP. Right. Well, we probably want that wall right away. We certainly do. Even with the one single memento, like, this is still so good. This is how many tiles? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we can still get +1 from a policy. So this is still really good for scouting.
All are made of clay.
2 camels, nice. Okay, well, we're settling over here. That's a no-brainer. By the way, I have very mixed feelings about, like, just how powerful and important camels are. It would be nice if there was, like, some kind of alternative. If there was more than one resource that does this. Because it feels a little bit weird. Like, it's the single most important resource in Civ 7, camels. Apparently, camels are the backbone of civilization. Every civilization. Everywhere. Yep. The more you know. Alright, let's grab that granary. Yeah, so I could actually pop it right here if I want to. And replace that woodcutter. But, yeah, there's no need right now. Let's just get it here. And we'll grab all 3 of these tiles. Alright, let's go find some city-states, shall we? So I will definitely be settling a city here. There's a discovery over here. Oh yeah, so now what you can do... Yeah, see? You can do this. And some of them are actually, like, very easy to miss. I literally missed this one just now. So this is probably one of the best uses for the map search right now. The discoveries. I can even just leave that up for a bit. And some of these narrative events from discoveries can be very useful. So here, gain the earliest available technology and it will cost me 25 gold. It's a good thing I actually had 25 gold. So obviously I'm gonna get this.
The cage.
There you go, I got animal husbandry completely for free. Well, not free, I had to spend 25 gold. But basically for 25 gold. Which is not exactly a lot of money, you know? Oh, they didn't add it, it's a mod. Yeah, it's a mod. Bold of you to assume this is something they added. Yeah. How silly of you to assume that. Okay. Not the most impressive quest I've seen. Yeah, plus 25 culture. For building 3 monuments, really? I'm just gonna get the gold, actually. Yeah! We might need it for some of the other discoveries, you know? Mysticism to get our Pantheon. And I think I might grab Oligarchy. For the food and the building construction. We could get Classical Republic for the wonder construction. There are definitely some wonders I do want to get. If we can pull that off. Like, I still want the Gate of All Nations because that's really good. I probably want Django Petra. So that is an option. Okay, let's grab Classical Republic. Culture is good though. Yeah, I basically got animal husbandry for free. Yep. That's what makes the scouting setup so good. Scouting, I would say, is even more important early on in Civ 7 than it was in previous civilization games, because some of the rewards you can get from discoveries are just that good. They are really, really good. If I really wanted to go overboard, I could get a third scout right now, and that would really not be excessive, because there are a lot of discoveries we can pick up. That would actually not be excessive at all. And in our case, we have a unique scout which can initiate combat and also place traps, which do 25 damage. So they can actually be more useful in combat than a scout is normally, because normally a scout is a civilian unit in Civ 7. Gain 1 population if I pay 25 gold. Oh, heck yeah. Yeah, obviously I'm gonna do that. We got 1 pop for free. Well, not free, but free enough, okay? Free enough. Right, I don't think I'll be building a wonder this early, so we don't really need Red Ivory just yet. Plus 10% science and plus 15% gold is not going to do that much in my city just yet. But yeah, I guess we can just move in this general direction. Okay, city-state, good. And I need 1 more turn. Cultural city-state. So we could pick up the free civic when we become a suzerain. Okay, back up. Get the discovery. Alright, well, there's the 3rd scout, and we'll send him, like, northeast-ish. Yup. Okay. Let's grab the saw pit. By the way, this is also something the game never tells you anywhere. If you complete a quarter, as in get 2 buildings on 1 tile, that's a quarter then, and you do it next to your palace, you get plus 1 science, plus 1 culture. Which is not like a huge amount, but this is not stated anywhere in the game. Like literally, anywhere in the game. And especially super early on it can add up. Right, I can't embark. Let's go in this direction for now. Here's another city-state, good. So, okay, that's a militaristic. I think I wanted this one first, because we can pick up, like, the free civic thing. So let's get this one, and then we can get this one next. And no, that is not true for non-capital cities. It's only for your palace. So it's only for your capital specifically. But this is not stated anywhere in the game. Like, literally anywhere. And there are a lot of things like this that are not stated anywhere at all. In fact, Bose had a pretty funny video yesterday about things civilization doesn't tell you. And it wasn't even an exhaustive list, but yeah. You know, another big thing the game doesn't tell you, which is kind of a big deal. Who can tell me how much science I need to research these texts? Guess what? You can't. Because this is the first civilization game basically ever that does not tell you what the cost of that tech or civic is. Like, it doesn't tell you. And this is a pretty big deal if you wanted to like optimize your culture and science output. Yeah, I mean, you can figure it out, but it does not tell you on the UI. There's no reason for the game to not tell you this information on the UI. Absolutely no reason whatsoever. But there are so many things like this. Like, if I had to make a list, it would be a very long list, okay? It would be a very, very long list. Okay, spend 1 turn of culture and we'll get plus 37 happiness towards the next celebration. Or just get plus 5 production. I'm just gonna get production. I want my civics, so I don't want to delay culture by 1 turn. Okay, another city-state, nice. That's an economic one.
Greetings. I am Benjamin Franklin, doctor, scientist, writer.
Yeah, okay, let's stay friendly, that's fine.
Whether you will listen.
Alright, I don't want to grab the camels ASAP. I don't know where exactly the AIs are or how close they might be. So let's get that settler out right away and go grab the camels. We need the camels. 2 camels make it much easier to get the economic golden age. With 2 camels, we are like almost guaranteed to get economic golden age, like pretty easily. 3 camels are optimal, but 2 camels make it way easier to do that. Like, way easier. Oh look, we found a new continent. Or America, alright. There's a discovery over there. Sadly, I can't go there. Okay, so Ben Franklin is to the southeast of us. Good to know. Roma. Hey, I'm Rome. I mean, I'm Augustus. How can you have Rome? That's clearly cheating. Clearly. That is outrageous.
There is another world.
Alright, there's mysticism. We can grab our pantheon. Okay, let's actually get red ivory now. Yeah, and I think... So I think now... Well, we could unlock Django Petra, I guess. We have a pretty good location for this over here. Because we have a shit ton of tropical terrain. Like an actual shit ton. That's an actual unit of measure, by the way. A shit ton. Yeah, this is all tropical. There's also discovery here I didn't pick up. We can grab it on the way back. Okay, there's one right next to this aggressive city-state. But that's not really safe to pick up with a scout. Okay, let's go grab the camels, shall we? As for the Pantheon... Honestly, +3 influence on the altar is not bad at all. I might take that. It's often already gone by the time you get to the Pantheon. I often just pick up Sacred Waters for happiness. But we have a unique building that will give us more happiness. So I'm just gonna take influence on the altar. Influence at this stage is always good. Right, let's grab that library first though. Although, yeah, altar with the influence would speed up the city-state annexation. So let's actually go with the altar. Yeah, let's go with the altar. Okay?
So, here we meet. And I gotta ask,
Yeah, let's try to stay friendly for now.
you...
Bespoke.
There's writing mastery. +1 codex, I'll take that, thank you. Right, now we want a masonry. Where's that discovery? Okay, yeah, right here. I need that on the way back, I guess. And we need the 85 influence to start another city-state. And another city-state. That's a scientific one. I might want to grab that too. But we'll probably have competition. Yeah, remember, we are playing with an AI mod now, so presumably that will make them more competent. Okay, and then there's an... yeah, okay, these guys are from this one. Alright. And let's go grab the camels. Where do I want to settle? Probably like here. So there are two options. Okay, we could settle here because that would give me dyes and gypsum, which is production and happiness. And we could always have another city, like further north or something. I definitely wanted the gypsum and the dyes. And if I want fresh water for the extra happiness, this is the only... this style and this style are the only ones. Or this one. This one's not bad. But then I won't have the camels, obviously. So 2 cities might be better. We could have 1 city here. Like this exact spot is actually good. So we could have a city here for the camels, and here for everything else in this area. This spot, a city over here, would get everything that's relevant over here. The gold, the dyes, like everything. The silk, the gypsum. I need somebody to make a mod with map pins. I already made those. But yeah, first we wanted to secure the camels, like that's a no-brainer. We are here for the camels, alright? So that's what we're getting. Yeah, probably like here or here. Oh yeah, and then there's a discovery here. I could technically grab that with the settler, but I don't want to delay this city more than necessary. We can just settle this city and buy another scout. We could do that. Speaking of scouts, let's maybe not lose this one. Right, now we want the library, especially since we have a codex already. So that's a no-brainer. So I could try to yoink this one. I just don't want to die while doing that. You can get some experience for your army commanders by killing city-state units, but there's a cap on how much you can get. So you can't get like a super high level on your army commander doing that. There's a limit. Alright, Settling over here because then I can get the fish. Fish is good though, that's like +5 food. It's good early on. Yeah, I don't think I can grab this without dying. No, I
There
can't.
is another.
Yeah, no, I can't. We need to back up. Alright, we got the camels. What's next in culture? Oh yeah, discipline and then discipline mastery. When is our celebration? Okay, in one turn. That is perfect. We will finish the library and then we can finish the wonder in one turn with the bonus. Perfect. Codex, yep. Right, so I don't really have to improve the camels yet. I don't really have enough gold to buy buildings, so we're not gonna leapfrog towards the resources. That's fine. Yeah, I need my influence, so I'm not spending anything here. Alright. We need 85. We'll have that on the next turn. Yeah, so let's maybe... How's Babylon? We could try Babylon. I'll probably have some competition for that, but it's the only scientific city-state we can see. So that kind of makes sense. The alternative would be this militaristic one next to us. Because if I ignore them, they might start harassing me. But the scientific one would be nice to get. Okay, let's get the scientific one. +1 scientific attribute point. There you go. Right, sailing. And now we'll pick up production towards wonders. Yup. Because now we want to build Django Petra. Six turns. Hopefully we can get that. Yeah, +6 science at this stage is pretty damn good. So let's just pop it over here. Alright, let's go. Any more discoveries over here? There's still one over here. I wanted to grab that. I was going to heal myself, but I guess we should be alright. There's one here. There's one here. We should grab all that. Let's heal that scout. Any discoveries up here? Not at the moment. Okay. They really need to allow city renaming. I don't understand how you can release a civilization game in 2025 and not have city renaming in it. Or like army commander renaming. But how the heck is city renaming not a thing? I just don't get it. Like, how? I don't get a lot of things about this game. But here we are. Here we are indeed.
The fair breeze.
Yeah, some of them are coming. I guess we can set a trap over here because that's the thing we can do. Right? Well, he's still healing. Oh, right here, okay. That's like a repair icon, but whatever. Okay, currency for the market. Okay, I need one of them to move into the trap. So let's see if we can make that happen or not. I could just buy a unit, but I'm trying to not waste my gold too much, because we'll need it for other things, but okay, let's buy one ranged unit here to defend ourselves with. Can we speed up the wonder by 1 turn? Probably not. By the way, you know, like another thing you can't see? How much production total you need for these wonders. Like, how is that information not on the tooltip? I don't get it. Like, there's so much info missing from the tooltip. If I stopped every single time to comment on that, we would barely be playing the game. So let me just put it that way. We would barely be playing the game if I stopped every time I see, like, something missing from the UI. Anyway, how's the food here? 13. Let's go with the food and happiness. So, here's a discovery. More happiness. Plus 15 culture. Yeah, I'll take that.
Do nothing
That will give us discipline.
of no use.
And army commander, which will help. We can get some experience for this guy fighting the barbarians, or whatever you want to call them. I don't know what to call these things, like city-states, barbarians, independent powers. Technically, they're like independent powers, but I call them city-states because it rolls off the tongue better, okay? You can't stop me. Man, even with just one single scouting memento, this is so friggin' good. It's so good. By the way, another funny thing, as far as like UI goes, do you know that you can send a merchant, as in, you can press a button to send a merchant to a city, but only in Modern Age. Not in Antiquity or Exploration. Yep. Okay, let's just chill over here. Alright, yeah, we're just gonna chill. So there was another discovery here. Yes, we want to grab that. Man, it's so much easier to chase them down with a map search. It's so much easier. Okay, there's none up here. Okay, that's fine. So 2 more turns to get the chicken pizza. And then we can get started on Gate of All Nations. Wait, we still need to unlock that. Here, Mastery. And then we want Gate of All Nations. That has to be one of the best Antiquity Age wonders in the game. Gate of All Nations. It's just so good. Okay then. Let's maybe back up a little. We can go here. Now, this guy is a scout, so, like, it's not a big deal if he dies. Also, for anyone who doesn't know, if your army commander dies, it takes, like, 20 turns or something like that, and he will respawn. So, like, you don't lose him permanently or anything like that. You just lose him temporarily. He will respawn in a pub somewhere. In one of your cities, basically. Okay, we'll take initiative. Even though it doesn't always work, but it's still really good. Okay, dates. And I'm going to grab... Yeah, the free civic when we become the suzerain. That was the idea. By the way, if you don't remember exactly what bonus you pick from what city-state, once I leave the screen, it will be impossible to see the exact effect of this bonus. You'll be able to see the name of the bonus, so like shrines to the Jinn. You can see that. But you can't see the exact description of what exactly that does. So, see right here. Oh, you don't know what Shrines to the Jinn does? Well, too bad. Too bad. Isn't it obvious? Yeah, isn't it obvious what it does? +1 diplomatic attribute point, nice. That is actually very nice. And then we need one more to get plus 50% influence towards befriending. Is it in the Civilopedia? I'm pretty sure it's not. A lot of things are not in the Civilopedia. You know what's really funny? Is that I always praised Civilization for how well Civilopedia is done. And I've done this like for over 10 years of doing YouTube. I always give it as an example of how something like this should be done. Well, I certainly can't give it as an example anymore in Civilization 7. Because this is actually the worst Civilopedia in any Civ game we had ever. This includes like Civ 1, Civ 2. It clearly makes a genie bottle, right? Yep, and then he grants you a wish. But I can't really give it as an example anymore because this is the worst Civilopedia we had. My go-to game, okay. Some of you probably know what my go-to game is as an example of what a well-made UI looks like. Because I have one particular game that I always give it as an example of how you should like do a UI and information presented to the player in the game. Against the Storm, exactly. That game, I would literally put that game in the actual like textbooks on video game development. What a well-made UI should look like. And how to present information to the players inside the game. I can't think of a better example. Yeah, Age of Wonders 4 is a good one too, but Against the Storm specifically is the best example I know of. Like, it's just a perfect textbook example of how to do that well. Yeah. It's just so good. Okay, so let's keep working on this. Actually, no, let's unlock... Right, let's unlock our unique quarter now. First, the science building. Okay, so one turn to get the chicken pizza here. Let's maybe back up. Oh yeah, I can't anymore. Alright. There's one more discovery. More happiness and culture. Yep, I'll take that. Thanks. Dwarf Fortress. You mean Dwarf Fortress has a UI? Well, I guess to be fair, it does now. The Steam release. How about Aurora 4X?
Because
Since I'm saving a bunch of money by waiting until Civ 7 fixes UI and has a 4th age, I figure I use some of that to support good creators instead. Thanks, Andrew, I appreciate it. And yeah, there's almost definitely going to be a 4th age. There are some references within the game to an atomic age. And I mean, it's already pretty obvious that they were planning a 4th age. Because the modern age essentially ends like what would normally be like the start of Cold War or so. Anyway, there's Django Petra. Man, these barbarians are being pretty aggressive. Let's actually... okay, I see AI is working on this one. I kind of want this city, so I'm gonna work on it. I'll just have to add influence, and I need 50 to do that. I might want to buy another unit here. Yeah, probably. Yeah, I think we might want to buy another unit. So let's maybe go outside. Wait, how much gold is that? Okay, 60 gold, right. Let's grab an actual melee unit this time. And I could recruit one normally, but I wanted to work on Gate of All Nations. So ain't nobody got time for that. We need Gate of All Nations. It's just that important to get that. Easily one of the best wonders you can build in Antiquity Age. Both in single player and in multiplayer. Okay. And another promotion. Nice. So, if we go right, we'll get combat strength for ranged and siege units. If we go left, that's infantry and cavalry. Both are good. Wait, let's go with ranged.
A vapor like an oven.
Natural wonder. And another scientific city-state. Wait, where's that wonder? Oh, it's like a volcano. For culture to happiness. Alright. Okay, we got a few more discoveries over here. We can grab them. And I need 50 influence as soon as possible. Alright. Can you guys just, like, leave or something? And that would be appreciated. Well, at least we'll get some experience, but as you can see, it already dropped off a lot. You can basically get a very easy level 3 by fighting independent powered units, but past that, it drops off a lot. You need to fight an actual player to get a much more experience beyond that. Okay, let's grab the discoveries. They're backing up. I'm not sure if I can beat Franklin here, but I'll try. Depends on whether he spends more influence or not. So I guess we'll see. Yeah, see, it's just +1 experience now. It's still a number greater than 0, but yeah. Alright, let's grab the camel then. We want to move towards the fish anyway. And I'll probably want another settler soon. There's the city-state, so now I will pick up pilgrimage. Free technology when we become a suzerain. Getting this will give me both a tech and a civic. Because we still have the other bonus that gives me a civic every time we become a suzerain. And then for any city-state beyond these two, we'll get both a civic and a tech. So this is like a really good combination to get at the start. A scientific and a cultural city-state. Any info on the claim that towns won't sell food to cities unless they have a direct road? Not routing through roads from other towns. Well, here's the problem. There's no direct info inside the game that tells you which towns are connected to which cities. So if you pick up a city focus, something like hub, for example, I can't show you right now because I don't have enough population here. But if you pick a focus like hub, which gives you like +2 influence for every city-state that is, for every city this town is connected to, or every settlement, you cannot actually check how many it's connected to. This information is not available anywhere inside the game. You can kind of sort of try to look on the roads and figure it out. But later on, when there's a lot of urban sprawl, it can be very, very hard or impossible to tell. And it's not provided anywhere on the UI. And once you pick the focus, you cannot switch back. If you make a mistake, like you get less influence than you thought, and you figure, okay, this was not worth it, I want to go back. The only way to go back is to reload a save. because you can only pick a focus once per age, that's it. Once you pick it, you cannot go back until the next age. No trade route highlights, nope. I think somebody made a mod for that already, actually, I need to check. But by default, no. Yes, somebody made the trade lens. Right here. Yeah, so somebody did make more lenses trader lens mod, so that's a thing. But by default, this does not exist inside the game right now. There are just so many things missing. Like, it's crazy. Yes, you cannot sell buildings. So the most notable case of where this can bite you in the ass is if you build one of your unique buildings, you need 2 unique buildings on the same tile to get your unique quarter. So if you place one somewhere, and then maybe like you don't notice that you had it there, and start building a different building in there, well, you're now screwed, because that city will never be able to finish your unique district, ever. Because you can't like sell that building, you can't destroy it, you're just stuck with it. You can reload the save. But that's about it. Okay, well, not the best options for traders ever, but we could get an extra camel from this one. But we might have better options from chicken pizza. So let's just go there for now. And there are like some mods that enable some of these things. But yeah. I do hope that they will allow selling buildings at some point, because there's no reason not to have that. You should be able to at least destroy a building. It makes no sense not being able to do that. Anyway. Okay, I don't want another settler, and it's only one turn, so let's just grab him really quick. Wait, somebody beat me. Wait, did we... I was too, like... distracted. Did we build the wonder, or did somebody beat me? No, yeah, we built it. Okay, okay. Yeah, I was distracted. We built it. Good. Back to discoveries. There's one over here. Yeah, the map search makes it so much more convenient to chase down discoveries. Especially since in Civilization 7, for the first time in any Civilization game, they do not have like a uniform look, you know? Because you could make an argument that in Civilization 6, the tribal villages could be a bit hard to see sometimes. But they always looked exactly the same. Civilization 7 is the first game where they do not look the same. They have like very different look. Like this is also a discovery right here. So they all have like a very different look. So it's very, very easy to miss some of them. And no, there are no modding tools for Civ 7 right now. The only way to make mods right now is through direct file editing. Any mods that you see released anywhere on like Civ Fanatics or elsewhere, these are all done through direct file editing. Like that's it. There are no modding tools right now. It is possible to use Civilization 6's Fire Tuner with Civ 7. You can make that work. But that's not strictly speaking a modding tool. There's no SDK right now, is what I'm saying. But yeah, for anyone familiar with Fire Tuner, if you guys know what that is, if you used it in the past, you can make Civilization 6 Fire Tuner work with Civilization 7. There are tuner panels available in the Civ 7 folder. So you can load those into Civilization 6 Fire Tuner and then make that work with Civ 7. You don't need to change like one line in one of the files. It's the same file as the one I talked about in a video. But yeah, again, you can make that work. So like that's the only tool, quote unquote, that we really have right now. Obviously that does mean you need to own a Civ 6. So the ironic thing is like the only way to get any tool at all to work with the Civ 7 is to own Civilization 6. Like, that's it. Okay, well, I can beat him here if he doesn't spend more influence, which he might. Because I would like to keep this city myself. Loyalty exists in the game files, it's just not enabled. So I suspect that they're going to add it in the future. Okay, wait, no, we didn't finish Gate of All Nations. It's still under construction. What the heck? Yeah, it's still under construction. There you go. Okay, let's get the influence. Can I get rid of +1 production and not lose 1 turn? Yes. Okay. Yeah, so 5 turns. Let's heal up.
The essence of all beings is the earth. The earth water.
Yeah, there is some funny stuff in the Civilization files. There's some raw HTML stored in variables, like for some of the UI elements. Like, that's a thing. Okay, so we want to settle here. This exact tile. Then we will get every relevant resource in range. So that's what we want. We are still aggressive with these guys, but only for 2 more turns. So, the wheel, bronze working, we should probably grab that. Let's get the bronze working to get slightly better units if we end up having to defend ourselves. Which might happen, very much so. Okay, 1 more discovery over here, and then there are further discoveries to the north and the northwest. Yeah, so not the best trade routes ever. I might just go grab that camel. Yeah, I'm just gonna go grab that camel. We might need it later. Can you move out of the way? Seriously? You're just gonna stand on the discovery, really? Okay, that's the spot. That is a pretty nice spot, actually. Okay, as long as he doesn't spend more influence, we will get this. Because we'll get it 3 turns faster. But if I spend my influence elsewhere, and then he spends the influence for the city-state, I might not have enough to make up for it. Speaking of influence, okay, I'm gonna take influence here. This would cost me 55 to speed it up further. Yeah, I would prefer to avoid that because I wanted to work on other city-states as well. Okay, let's maybe get that fish. And that will be good. We'll unlock our other building to get started on our unique district. Definitely want to do that. 2 turns to finish Gate of All Nations. Alright, and that's the city. Yep. Okay, so we can grab a granary. Let's not do that yet. So, okay, one thing I can do... Hold up. Plus 10% towards constructing buildings. Alright, I'll take that. Let's get the gypsum first. And then we can pop a granary down here. We'll see. Let's not waste the gold just yet. So we'll have the gypsum in the capital. Any more discoveries anywhere around here? No. Alright. So any remaining discoveries are in this area. But there are still 4, 5 even. I can't get to that one. There are still 4 discoveries. I still want to grab this one. So now we can actually do it because they are no longer hostile. I can go and grab it. as long as they're not standing on that tile, which hopefully they will not. Get out of the way. Okay, one here, one here. One more turn. We don't seem to have any competition, so we will get it. Alright. Milestone complete.
Is foolish
From the wonder.
to desire war over peace. For in peace, sons bury fathers. But in war, fathers bury sons.
Glad we got that. So now we need to get started on our unique quarter. But first, let's grab one more settler. We still have a lot we can settle. Grab that discovery. And this one.
He heard these horrors.
There's bronze working. Still the cattle. Okay, the city becomes hostile, removes all progress towards befriending, and that sends a raid. Yeah, I don't want to do that. Just take the influence. Heck yeah, influence is fine. Okay, 2 turns. So he didn't spend any extra, we should be fine. Can we grab any other city-states here, or is that it? None that I currently know about. Well, this one. But that's the last one right now. Oh yeah, and there's one down here. And now Kimiko is working on that. So we'll have 3. That's probably fine. I mean, that's fine. Still, if we find one more city-state we could befriend, that is worth 1 free civic and 1 free tech. So if we can do that, that is very much worth it. Yeah, I do not want an alliance. For anyone who doesn't know, like 90% of the time, okay, not in this case, but a lot of the time when the AI asks you for an alliance, they are already at war with someone, and they simply want you to join that war. Because AI asking you to declare war on someone directly is not a thing in Civilization 7, not if you don't have an alliance with them. So that's just something to keep in mind. I'm not really interested, sorry bro. By the way, one thing that's kind of annoying is that a lot of the time when you click on this notification to respond to a diplomatic action, you click on it, it opens, and then it closes immediately after. I had that happen so many times, and it's super irritating. No, my game is fine. Hold on. I'm not seeing any encoding lag. So it looks fine on my end. But yeah, but I had some issues with this recently. I mean, people asked me yesterday why I wasn't streaming to YouTube yesterday. This is why. Like, this is literally why. Now you know why. This is the reason. But no, this is not on my end. Since the very beginning of this stream, I skipped 3 frames due to encoding lag. Not 3%. 3. Out of 315,000. So it's very much not on my end. Not only that, the YouTube dashboard says stream is healthy. So this is on YouTube's end. 100%. Try refreshing, that might help, but yeah, this is definitely on YouTube's end. And by the way, sometimes Just so you guys know, sometimes the YouTube will reduce your quality like on its own, and you have to manually adjust it back. So if you check the actual settings in bottom right, sometimes you just have to change it back yourself manually, because it will not change itself back to like 180p or 1440p. You have to do it yourself manually. I had that happen many times on YouTube, like in the past 15 years of using YouTube. Not even just with the live streams, but just with like any YouTube content that happens from time to time. Yeah, that often happens when there's a local problem. So like when my internet craps out for like 30 seconds, YouTube sometimes lowers my quality on everything to like 240p. And it does not automatically raise it back up, so I have to just click it manually and adjust it manually myself. Anyway, let's go engineering. Blacksmith can be very good for production, and the amphitheater is good for culture. Right, discovery. 22 influence, 15 science, and 5 production. Okay, 15 science is not an insignificant amount right now. I think I'll grab that. Alright. Let's see if we can find anything else down here. Probably not, but we can reveal a city. Like so. I mean, I have like a small preview in my YouTube dashboard, and it looks smooth to me. More camels. We can still get one more. Alright, let's grab that incense now, I think. That's plus 10% science. Not some huge amount, but always something. Can't go wrong with more science. And... yeah, I think I'll want the dice. Like ASAP. I'll also want the gold. That's plus 20% towards purchasing buildings. I definitely want that. Yeah, so one thing I could actually do, we could grab this. Then we could have a granary here. Like so. And then we can get this, because like that's a thing you can do. Obviously that requires you to buy a building, but you can do that. It can be very useful to get to resources a little bit faster. Now, it might not be a bad idea to actually accept this research collaboration. It's a fairly significant amount of research. There isn't any other city-state I could work on. Like, I'm not getting this one. I would have to spend too much influence on this one. So unless I find a new city-state, and nobody's working on it, I don't need influence immediately. So let's accept and support this. Yeah, it's plus 6 science, which is quite a lot when we're getting 36. Alright, speaking of science, yeah, let's get our unique quarter. So we probably want it here. Yep. Or here. Or here. I mean, it doesn't really make that much of a difference. Why am I not surprised slotted resources don't sort by type? Oh yeah, they don't sort by anything. Not only that, like the cities themselves do not sort. And this is not a problem right now, but if you have like 20, 30 settlements, and you can easily have like 20-something settlements in a modern era, in modern age, this is actually a problem. If you want to find a specific one. You literally can't sort this. It would be nice to have two options here. Sort by name and sort by size. and sort by cities. Like, why is that not here? Hopefully somebody will make a mod for that. But I would like to see 3 options for sorting here. Hey, Kefka owns all, thanks for the Prime sub, appreciate it. But yeah, I would like to see 3 options here. Sort by city name, alphabetically. Also, like in both directions, descending, ascending would be cool. Sort by size, so like more slots will go on top, etc. And sort by settlement type, so like cities first and then towns. But the last one like is easier because you have this. However, like the sort by size and the sort by name alphabetically would be super useful. Because I spent a while looking for specific cities, especially in like modern age, when I had 20-something settlements and like 12 cities. It can be a problem. So where do we want to settle? Well, we have a few options. I see Himiko sending a settler. I could settle over here-ish. Hey, Chris Podhola, thanks for the Prime sub. Appreciate it. I'm mostly looking at the resources. Cotton, marble, horses. I assume we will integrate both of these city-states here, because that's the plan. If I don't start a city in the middle over here, there's a very high likelihood that one of the AIs will. There's a very, very high chance. I would say the chance that they will do that is approaching 100%. Now, obviously, we will also integrate this one. So it's not going to be a great city if I start one over here. The other option is that I could get a cheeky settlement over here. The downside with that one is that if the AIs go to war with me, it will be tougher to defend it. Okay, now I'm getting some buffering on YouTube. Yeah, this looks like an ingestion error on the YouTube's end. So this is not an issue on my end, this is an issue on YouTube's end. Alright, so I could try to start a city here. I don't like this iron. If we start a city like in the middle, I could get 2 iron and 1 horse. The horse is also nice later on because it gives you happiness later on. How do I enjoy Civ 7 so far? Well, I can refer you to my review on YouTube, which has a meme right at the start of it, which sums up my feelings. Like, it's fine, but yeah, it has a lot of issues. So, your opinion on the game will very much depend on your tolerance level for bullshit. So, what is your tolerance level for bullshit of all sorts? If it's very high, it's a fun game. If it's low, I would highly recommend waiting. Yeah, anyway, like I said, like the stream issues on YouTube right now they are gone. But this is on YouTube's end. Like, this is 100% on YouTube's end. Because I checked my encoding lag, I checked my upload stream, and they are all fine. Like, if my internet was crapping out, I would be saying it. If I had encoding lag, I would also be saying it. So yeah, none of this is on my end. That's why I wasn't streaming to YouTube yesterday. Like, because of this. Like, this is some kind of weird problem with YouTube's ingestion server. Anyway, it's kind of funny that, like, YouTube is having technical problems with this, but not Twitch. So let's try to start a city over here. Probably going through the lake is gonna be faster, I think. Might be good to send an escort. Nobody hates us right now, so, I mean, it should be fine. They might not like me settling over there too much, but they don't hate us. Oh yeah, we got a spearman for free, that's nice. Okay then. Right, no more discoveries here, but we can still reveal some of this to the south. And I could get open borders with her, but I don't want to waste influence necessarily. We still need a lot of that to integrate the city-states. It's like 120. So I need 360 influence to integrate the free city-states. Speaking of city-states, we got a civic and a tech coming up. So if we go to war with someone, if somebody declares war on me, the plus 50% experience is really, really nice. The Foderati is actually a pretty good unit too. So these guys get plus 2 combat strength for each unit adjacent to them, friendly unit. They also start out very, very cheap, and then the cost goes up. How are you liking the Mayans? I really like the Mayans. They have some good stuff. I like their unique quarter, and they have some pretty good traditions. There's one in particular. This one can be very useful in combat, plus 3 strength against wounded units. But yeah, they get plus 1 science on vegetated terrain in cities. They can also get plus 2 science and plus 2 culture on all happiness buildings, which is also pretty useful later on in future eras. So, the hill fort is not bad. It has to be placed on the rough terrain. Is the Foderati in the Celopedia? Let's check. It is. There you go. Plus 2 combat strength for each adjacent military unit. Yeah, not even friendly, any adjacent military unit. So it's a pretty good unit. It's a pretty good unit. The benefit of these guys is that it's initially very cheap to buy them. So if you get attacked unexpectedly, and some of your settlements get attacked, you don't have any defenses in there, you can buy these guys pretty cheap initially. Alright, yeah, I'm gonna grab that. So, public life and currency. Very nice. Okay, this is where we're going. I don't need to hurry up if I want that. Did we get all the discoveries? No, there's one more over here. There could still technically be a city-state like over here. Probably not, but it's not impossible. It could happen. Okay, that's a lot of notifications. Seriously? They yoinked it? That's just rude. Okay, that's just rude. But alright. Yeah, I don't like this city here. I can still settle this, but they might not like it. I want the iron and the horses. We can settle a bit further to the west. That way we can get 2 horses and 1 iron, instead of 2 iron and 1 horse. Yeah, I see, like, YouTube is still taking a dump. Yeah, again, like, this is purely on YouTube's end. This is not on my end at all. %100% on YouTube's end. Right, I could start integrating the city-states, but more city cap would be useful. When can we get a city cap with our civics? One over here. Yeah, so they might only get one for their civics. Beyond that, we'll need entertainment, organized military. So we can get entertainment, but it will take some time. So I think we can wait a bit. There's no huge rush. This is the first non-square continent I've seen in all Civilization 7. Yeah, like the continents Civilization 7 generates are very blocky. Have you seen the archipelago maps Civilization 7 generates? They're like the least looking archipelago maps I have ever seen. Like the least archipelago looking archipelago maps I've ever seen in any game ever. Yes, Frost Proman, it's some issue on YouTube's end. I can't do anything about it. YouTube's ingest server is taking a dump. For whatever reason. Okay, do I want to swap something out right now? I don't want science on vegetated terrain. I need to work on my culture output. Okay, well, we'll grab that. I need more celebrations. For more policies. Alright, there's the fish. I will accept research collaboration. Right, so we could start working on entertainment, I guess. Get +1 settlement limit. Yup. And let's complete our unique quarter here. So with the unique quarter, every time we research a technology, this settlement will gain production equal to 15% of its cost. The only problem with that is that the game literally does not tell you what the cost of that technology is. So this is a great example of why that information is relevant, outside of optimizing your science output. Because this is literally a bonus that grants you production equal to 15% of a tech cost. But what is a tech cost? Well, who knows? There's no way to know. You can take like your science output per turn and like multiply it to estimate the cost. So because this would take 5 turns, you can just take 5 turns of your science output, etc. and try to estimate it. But this information should really be on the tooltip. Like, there's no reason why this information is not in the tooltip. It was on the tooltip in every previous Civilization game that has ever existed. And not just Civilization games, like any 4X game, really. Like, it makes no sense for the game to not tell you this. It literally makes no sense. Alright, I could really use more gold right now. How much to convert this to a city? 175? I might actually do that. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. And we'll just build the sawmill, or saw pit rather. Alright. Now I can move the resources around. Let's move the gypsum. Because that city needs a production boost. Alright. Not much left to explore at this point. We could still explore this bit up here. Yeah, the AI might not be happy about me settling over here, but it's a good spot. So I'm going to do it anyway. Hey, we found the distant lands. Some of it, anyway. Unfortunately, we can't go there. Not yet, anyway.
Perfection is
There's engineering. So let's grab the gold. That's plus 20% towards purchasing buildings. That's what I wanted. Mathematics will unlock the academy, so we can grab that. Okay, where exactly are we settling? Probably like here. I can't get all 4, unfortunately. Actually, yes, I can. I actually can get all 4. If we settle over here on top of that oasis, we can get all 4. I might have to hurry up to get all 4, but we can get all 4. So I think that's what I'm gonna do. Okay, I don't think I'll be building any wonders right now. I could build hanging gardens if I really wanted to. That is not a bad wonder. It's +1 expansion is attribute point. And plus 10% growth in all your cities, so that is a good one. But I will finish my unique building first. So. I kind of wanted a gold, because our income is not super amazing at the moment. How close is this to humankind? It's not really close. Some ideas are similar, but they play pretty differently. Okay, there's a city-state pretty close. Maybe we can reveal it for the next age. We'll see about that. Okay, one more city-state will become a Suzerainov. That will give me another free civic and free tech. Culture. Yeah, let's... This is kind of a tough one because I wanted to speed up the +1 settlement limit, but I also want more celebrations. Yeah, let's speed up the research though. And we can try to build hanging gardens. That's 6 turns. We'll give it a shot. What turn is this? Okay, we are at 47%. Still got a lot of time. So blacksmith here would be nice for +6 production. And then we can work on other stuff. Yeah, let's do that first. We need more production. Right, so this is where we're settling. They might not like it too much. But, well, it is what it is. I want the resources, okay? Now I'll need some gold. But we can grab the iron right away. Hopefully I didn't piss them off too much. But hey, if they declare war on me, we don't have Gate of All Nations. There's actually one more ruin over here. Yeah, we do have Gate of All Nations, which means we'll get +2 war support in every single war. How has the AI mod been working at the moment? So, let's see. It definitely seems fine, because normally with the setup I'm playing with, the AIs would have had like probably way lower yields. They've been doing a pretty good job settling so far, I think. Would be nice if I could see like all of their movements. But so far it seems alright. We've not had any wars yet, so I can't judge their war behavior yet. But as far as settling goes, none of them got stuck, and that can definitely happen. So, seems alright so far. Oh yeah, I need to go around. No, you cannot use the search ability in water. You have to be on land. But we know there's a city over there. And we know this is a very short route. I'd only have to cross 2 open ocean tiles to get to the new world. So this is super useful information for later. Right, let's grab the marble. So 3 turns to get Hanging Gardens. And we could grab Step Pyramid, I guess. It's not bad with some rivers. +1 happiness for every adjacent river tile. With that said, +1 science for every science building, for every city-state we are a suzerain of, is a very good bonus. We are a suzerain of 4 cities at this point. So I'm gonna grab that.
Eye for an eye. He heard the...
Okay. Codex. And the milestone complete. Nice. Competing wonder. Okay, somebody is competing for Hanging Gardens. So they might or might not beat me to it. I can't really speed it up, so it is what it is. I can live without it, but oh well. Okay, if they don't build it right now, we will get it. 9 turns for entertainment. How's happiness everywhere right now? I could take a -5 hit for a bit, because I wanted to get started on annexing some of these city-states. Probably this one first. I'm looking at the resources mostly. This is out of range. This is also mine, but I don't think I'll be annexing this one. It's too much out of the way. I could still have one more settlement directly on the coast. There are a bunch of resources that would potentially make that worth it. There are more camels over here. And the gold. Okay, let's get this one. So that will take 5 turns. So if they beat me, they will beat me by 1 turn. It's gonna be right now or never. Let's see if we get another Civilization Classic.
The canal water...
Oh, there we go.
From above
We got it. Nice. So they did not beat me. I beat them.
Walkways. Streams of water...
For once.
Numerous as the stars of heaven flow in the pleasure
For
garden.
once, we actually beat them instead. Alright, alright. Yeah, I need to catch up on culture a bit because we're massively lagging in culture. Let's work on that. We'll grab that monument real quick. And we got expansionist point. There you go. That's from the wonder. Now we can build our unique district up here. So certainly gonna do that. Well, the AIs don't hate me, so that's good. I was a bit worried that they might because of this city. We probably are getting a penalty. Yeah, -40 because we settled too close to their capital. But if they declare war on me, this should be pretty easy to defend because of this choke point. This is actually a pretty crazy choke point with the mountains. Oh, there is one more city-state up here. Well, I am heading in that direction with my scouts. Interesting. Would be nice to become a suzerain of one more. Sadly, this guy is not a scout, so he'll have to do it the hard way. I will support this, because we could use this happiness right now. Can you move out of the way? He's blocking the choke point. Like an asshole he is. Okay, there we go. We revealed the city-state with just one scouting memento. It's a shame you can't like befriend these guys in the distant lands. But it would have been completely game-breaking if you could. Imagine if you could settle distant lands before you ever get to exploration age. There it is. Imagine if you could do that. That would be pretty funny. And then, like, you get to the exploration age, all the other empires scout out the new continent, and you are already there. And you're like, oh, hey, guys. Fancy seeing you here.
There is geometry in the humming of the strings. There is music in the spacing of the spheres.
Okay, there's the economy unlock. I don't want to work on our resources, so more merchants wouldn't hurt. Let's grab a merchant. Probably market as well. Plus 5. Yeah, that's alright. And then we can grab... Yeah, right here. That's good. That's some nice science over there. That's thanks to our Django Petra, basically. Research collaboration. Yes. We still have a lot of time, right? 54%. Okay, fine. Espionage report. Action succeeded. Spy revealed. Okay. Oh, she was performing an action. Still technological advancement. Really? Okay, well, I don't really want to go to war with her or anything like that. I got the better things to do at the moment. Okay, complete our district. So we will still get one more free tech and one more free civic, but it will take like 14 turns. Let's maybe boss this. 14 turns is a bit much. 10 is much better. Yes, culture. We need culture more than we need science right now. So that gives us +1 settlement limit. Grab the iron. Now we got both. Then we can get the horses. Okay, support. So next up, we'll want organized military for another +1, but we can also get +1 from calendar around mastery. And this is worth researching anyway, because of these bonuses over here. Yep, we'll get that. Okay, we're fine. Are they fighting someone? Is she at war? She's not? Alright, maybe she was earlier. I have a question. I'm currently trying one city challenge with 8 to 10 towns pumping food into it. The problem is only 4 of those towns provide the food to the city. other settlements, even though they are within 10 tiles, don't give any benefits. I thought it might be a road problem, but when I try to make a road with a merchant, it says there are no possible connections. Any ideas? Yeah, I'm not really sure, especially because the game doesn't really give you much information about the connections. So I don't know, unfortunately. I had some problems with connections myself.
Perfection.
I couldn't figure out like why there's no connection and why I can't make one with a merchant. So I had a similar problem before. I don't really know how to solve it or whether you can solve it at all. What's up with YouTube? YouTube is like taking a dump. So, yeah. So, okay, let's see. We can move towards the dice. Hold up, hold up. How's our gold? Okay, we have a decent amount of gold. Let's take advantage of that real quick. So... Well, I do want the brickyard. House food? Okay, let's grab the food here, I guess. We still need a ton of culture. How much to convert this? 325. Let's save up to convert another town into a city, because I'm gonna need that. And in the capital... So there are a few wonders. There's at least one wonder I could still build, which is this one. A meal ball. I actually really like this wonder. It gives you +1 diplomatic attribute point, and there's some good stuff in the diplomatic attribute tree. And this unique endeavor is actually pretty good too. It gives food to both leaders' capitals. And it's only 5 turns, so I think I'm gonna build that. I'm actually gonna build that. Okay, let's build that. This will also give us another milestone. Yeah, now we need to focus on our milestones. How are our libraries? Yeah, I need like more libraries and more academies. So one coming up right now, in fact. Here, a library and then academy. Let's get that done. Funny thing is, I don't really need these scouts up here anymore, in case there's yet another city-state, which is not impossible, but pretty unlikely. Yeah, I think I might just stick with Twitch streams only at this point. I can always just upload them to YouTube if they're good. But this is like the third time YouTube had massive issues that are definitely not on my end. I don't want an alliance with you, buddy. Yeah, he's already at war with Himiko, so if I accept this alliance, he's going to call me into this war immediately. He's effectively asking me if I want to go to war with Himiko in like a roundabout way. So the answer is no, no I do not. Okay, there is actually one more city-state up here, because these guys are hostile. Yeah, no. Oh yeah, hold on, yeah, that still is Zirto, my bad. So there probably isn't. Alright. That's okay. Anyway, I'm saving up gold, so let's save up gold. Yeah, one city down here, that's a pretty annoying one, but alright. Carry on. Yeah, you should really get information on the UI, what cities are feeding, or rather, what settlements or what towns are feeding into a city. So let's say I open a city, right? There should be information somewhere on the tooltip which towns are connected to this city. And if you open a town, there should be information somewhere in the UI in this town which cities are connected to it, or rather, which cities this town is connected to. There's no reason to not have that information in the UI. And with this city and town system, this is crucial information to have. It's kind of weird that they have this system, which is very important, and they don't have proper information about what's connected to what. It's very strange. You would think that's one of the most important information to have, and yet it's not there. Very, very strange. Okay, 2 more turns, and then we can get some merchants. I could probably buy one in Oxmal, although I was gonna save the gold. Yeah, 160 gold, but that's a bit too much. We're just gonna wait. So that's a good one. Let's give Oxmal some food if we can. Can we? Yes, we can. Here you go. Done. How many more do we need? Probably like 12. Okay, 9. I might be able to get there. Again, like, this is not an issue on my end. This is YouTube's problem. See, people asked me yesterday why I wasn't restreaming to YouTube yesterday. Like, this is why. Because I'll get this question every 5 minutes. And the answer is always the same. And I can tell you with absolute 100% certainty that this is a problem on YouTube's end. And I mean, I've done some tests offline into a private stream where I was just like streaming a completely blank screen with nothing going on. And the YouTube there was still an issue. Yeah, I mean, if it was a problem on my end, you would see the exact same problem on Twitch. Because, for example, if I had encoding lag, you would be seeing an encoding lag on both the streams. Like, there's just no way around it. Not to mention that if I had an encoding lag, I would be seeing this on my own end in OBS stats. Because I can see the stats, I can see exactly how many frames have been skipped since the beginning of the stream due to rendering lag and due to encoding lag. And I skipped a grand total of 13 frames out of 500,000. Right, let's keep working on the resources. I just need any resources to work on the economic golden age. Okay, she keeps spying on me. That's kind of rude. But alright. No need for this wonder boost at this point. It's only 1 turn away. We'll grab the happiness. I don't have any specialists yet, so there's no point picking this up right now. I don't think I'm switching anything else, no. We need 8 more resources. Okay, I still want to scout out the rest of the map up here, so we can go and take a look. Can we convert a city yet? Probably. Yes, we can. It's a bit expensive. When is +1 settlement limit coming? Not sure what the cost of this is. Yeah, I have no idea. We can't even estimate it because we don't get the turn count. But hopefully it's not longer than like 5-6 turns. Because I want to get started on integrating another city-state soon. Probably this one. Yeah, I stole a bunch of tiles from me that would have been mine, which is a little bit irritating. But oh well. Let's see if there's anything interesting around Izirto. Like any good resource.
In the midst of the
There's the wonder, good.
the light
That's gonna be the last wonder I'm building in Antiquity Age, probably. Okay, Izirto is not bad. It's not like amazing, but it has some resources. It has 4 slottable resources in range. Now, obviously, we still have to wait 4 turns to actually become the suzerain. But I might actually want to integrate that one before this age ends. So now we want a merchant or 2 in our capital. Hold up, before we do this. Let's grab a brickyard over here. Then soap it. And then we can get the horses. There you go. Okay, and then we'll get these horses down here. In fact, I can just get that inside my borders right away. Here. So we secured all 4. Yeah, I need influence, so just accept. Definitely want that academy. Yeah, I could still build some wonders, but I don't think we have the time for that. And I would need to build 3 wonders to get the next milestone in culture. I think I'd rather work on other stuff. Basically science and economic. We can get this one, at least. I would like to get this one, but that might be a little bit more complicated. The second one in military is really good, because it gives you the legacy option for the next age, which is +2 settlement limit. Yeah, let's grab the academy. Hold on, first let's get that blacksmith, because that's literally 8 production, and we'll build it in one single turn. Diplomatic attribute, yeah, so now we could grab this. It won't be super useful anymore in this age, but it will be useful in the next one. As an alternative, I could get +25% influence towards supporting or rejecting diplomatic actions, and then +1 social policy slot later. So that is an option too. But this one here will be super useful in Exploration Age once we get there. So yeah, I'd rather get this right now. Not to mention Modern Age as well. Like, it's super good. The suzerain bonuses are really, really, really good. Alright. Oh yeah, we need to slot in the codices. There you go. Alright. Let's see. 1 turn. Let's grab that monument real quick. Next stop, yeah, navigation, the wheel, we'll get both. Interesting how none of the AIs declared war on me at any point. None of them hated me at any point.
it is
How are they doing in terms of yields? They're doing okay-ish. Himiko is quite a bit behind right now. The other 2 are doing alright. Could have been worse. Definitely better than they would without the UI mod, I think. Economic scientific attribute point. Probably scientific. Oh yeah, definitely scientific. And I'll pick up probably the mastery's research bonus. Yep. So, right, we need any slottable resources. Wait, did you just... Seriously? Are you kidding me right now, bro? What the fuck is this? Dude, what the fuck is this? Her capital is all the way over here. Are you actually kidding me right now? Are you actually joking? This is where I miss the loyalty mechanic. Yeah, this is where having the loyalty mechanic would be really good. Well, at least I can prevent her from getting any of these tiles, any of the important ones. But the actual problem here is that she will claim this one navigable river tile, which is 4 tiles away from my city. And unless I get open borders or go to war, the city will lose access to ocean. So that's the problem here. I would have to go to war with her and erase this. And erasing cities is bad. It's brutal. So that was a dick move from the AI. A massive dick move. That was one of the worst settles I have seen in terms of the troll factor. Yeah, that was a massive troll right there. I hate it. Okay, let's get some more production here. Right, the wheel because of the codex, and we get faster mastery research at this point. A calendar round 2 for +1 settlement limit, we definitely want that. Man. That really sucked. That really, really sucked. I hate it. Well, it is what it is. It do be that way sometimes. Okay, I don't expect to find anything else up here, but we can still reveal this small bit to the northeast. There's the wheel. I can set some traps. They probably won't do much, but we can do it. 66%. Yeah, I think I need my influence at this point, so I'm just gonna accept. Hold up. So we could potentially still integrate up to 3 different cities, which would be 360 influence. And if I want the military milestone here, I would need 4 more settlements. And we would have to go over the settlement limit. So I would have to settle 1 more city myself, if I want to get that. It's doable. Okay, let's get a settler then. Maybe upgrade some of these guys, just in case somebody attacks us. It's not impossible. Definitely not impossible. You see, this city is at 0 happiness right now. And I can improve it, but still, the fact remains. So, military training. That will unlock the arena, which we might need if I go for the second military milestone. Can you destroy your own settlements? No, you cannot. The only thing you can do is go to war with an AI, then wait until you can negotiate, which takes like 10 turns, and then give that city away to the AI. So you can get rid of a city that way. But that is the only method. You cannot erase a city, you cannot sell a city, you can't like remove it. Okay, so now we got +2 culture, +2 science and happiness buildings. That might not be worth picking up just yet. With that said, it's probably worth more than +2 culture on palace. It is indeed. Okay, so next up we want to work towards organized military, because that's +1 settlement limit again. We can build ancient bridge here if we want to. I need merchants right now. Not sure if we need one here, but somebody has to grab them. That's gonna be you. Yeah, not much over here as expected. 67%. Not sure if I can get everything I want. So ideally, I would like economic golden age, scientific one, and the second military milestone. But that might or might not happen. Yeah, not sure if that's gonna happen. How much space do we have for resources? It's 6 more right now. We could convert one more city. Okay, yeah, I just need to get enough resources. As for this settler right now, so I guess we could settle here-ish. Don't really need the silver, but that's only if I integrate this. It's gonna be tight on the age timer. Because remember, we'll jump up in age progress once we reach the milestones. Yeah, I think we can settle over here-ish. Not the best, like, city location of all time, but it's decent enough. Okay, so this will give me a tech and a civic. Megalith is alright. I don't think I'll be building any more wonders, but this is potentially a big bonus. By the way, pop quiz. How many city-states are we a suzerain of? Yeah, 5. But 1. You cannot easily find this information in the UI. You have to go around and see how many you got. However, the city-states that you already integrated still count as a city-state you are a suzerain of, for the purpose of this age. So even though we integrated this one, this still counts as a city-state we are a suzerain of. But it would be nice if this info was somewhere in the UI. What wonders are actually available right now? I mean, Colosseum is not bad. +2 happiness on quarters in the settlement, but it would take me 6 turns. Still, it's not a bad wonder. However, it's probably not worth picking out this bonus just for that. I'm just gonna grab the Megalith. The Megalith can be alright. And there are some bonuses later on that can give us further bonuses for each unique improvement. And this counts as a unique improvement. Okay, we got tactics. And we got navigation, alright? And the military training. And I'm being spied on again. Whatever. So, next stop. Whoops, not sure if I want that. Yeah, probably. So, how many codices can we get here? I might want to get future tech, but the problem with that is that it will boost our age progress by a lot. How many codices do I need? Okay, 2 more. Okay, that's super easy. Alright, that's super easy. But again, once I finish this, everyone will get +5. So, yeah. One thing we can do is like pre-research future tech and leave it at like 1 turn until completion. So we can just do that. And then complete it right before the age ends, when we get to like 98% or whatever. Because I do not want this age to end prematurely before I can complete my objectives. Okay, we'll get military training too, because that's also some extra happiness. And for the civics... Right, organize military for the +1 settlement limit. Here you go. And... yeah, more cultures still wouldn't hurt. Let's go with that megalith. At least, yeah, this one is decent, so we might as well get that. Yeah, granary. $275 gold to convert this into a city. I might actually do that. I might do that. Okay. Right, and we probably want at least one more merchant. So let's get the merchant first. I want to make sure we get the economic golden age. Okay. It doesn't have to be a lot. And this is a good one, it's a bit further away. This is actually the best one, because ivory is like a global resource, so you can't slot that in, so it does not count towards the economic golden age. It will take us 8 turns to get here, but I guess that's fine. It's not like the age will end in 8 turns, so it's fine. So, next up... okay, 2 happiness. I might actually need that villa for a little bit of extra happiness here. So let's grab that. Yeah, we'll grab that. I'm still gonna settle over here. That's still the plan. So let's start integrating. I will go over the settlement limit temporarily. I quite like Izirto. I think we'll integrate that. It has 4 different resources. This will also help me get the economic golden age. So let's incorporate Izirto. I like this one. Right, that's a different merchant entirely. I could still send him somewhere. So pearls give some happiness. Oh, it's over here. Yeah, okay, bro. I'm not gonna trade with him out of spite. Like, go away. Well, in fact, we are already sending a merchant here, and I don't think I'll be spending influence to increase my limit. So... yeah, if I want more traders, I have to increase my limit. But I need my influence, so I think I'll pass. Maybe we can connect the town somewhere. We should have enough resources to get the golden age. How many more do I need?
The truly
There's military training. We need... okay, 7 more. Yeah, no, we'll get the 7 more easily, no problem. Okay, so researching navigation will complete the last milestone here and give me +5 age progress. We don't have to do that right now. We can do it a bit later. Wait, if I slot the scene, that will complete it instantly. Yeah. Okay, so I don't even have to do that. I actually don't even have to do that. I do want future tech, but we don't want to get that too early. Barracks, +8 production. +1 food, +1 culture on fishing boats in this settlement. Yeah, okay, bro. I'm debating whether to build a Colosseum still. I guess it is kind of useful. +2 happiness on every single quarter in a big city is definitely not bad. So we could still build it. Okay, let's build it. I think it's still worth getting. Oh yeah, garden, plus 6 food. Here you go. As for the city, let's see then. Oh, they started a city. I can still do it. So over here is not a bad spot. It's not going to be the best city ever, but I still kind of want it. Again, I'm doing this mostly to be able to get this militaristic milestone and unlock +2 settlement limit in the next age. And we need 4 more points for that. Unless I capture a settlement from someone, but I don't have much of a military. So I don't think I'll be doing that. And horses are useful in the future, because later on horses will give +5 happiness, which is very useful. So I'm just gonna settle either here or here. Alright, yep. Wait. Okay, this is technically connected to the ocean. So in theory, if we were to conquer Rome in the future, and hey, it's rightfully ours because we're Augustus, this settlement could actually have direct access to the ocean in the future, through this navigable river, if we settle in range of the lake. So yeah, we'll settle over here, just in case we can pull that off, like, much later on. I will say, navigable rivers is the single greatest thing ever added to a civilization game. Or it's the greatest thing added to Civ 7, okay? Maybe not to any Civ, because that would be map search. But it's easily one of the greatest new features added to a Civ game. Like, it is actually, unironically, the best feature of Civilization 7, in my opinion, the navigable rivers. It's literally the best feature of Civ 7, straight up. Alright, let's go. So 73% now. And we'll grab a granary here. Alright. More resources, so silk. Then... Okay, marble can't be slotted in, so I don't care about that all that much. Grab these tiles before the AI can do that. Get the dates. Okay, 75%. No, I do not want an alliance, thank you very much. Culture. Now we can grab +2 science on happiness buildings, or something like that. Yup. Anything I don't need? I kind of need all of these things. Yeah, kind of. Okay. So, market. How many is this? Like 13? Okay, 15. We need 5 more. We will get 2 easy ones from a trader out, and we'll get the rest just from our cities expanding. So, I think we're pretty much set. Yeah, I think we're basically set. Still got a settler from Himiko. Yeah, she's gonna start some of an actual city over here. She already did. Well, hey, at least we know the mod is working, because one of the things this mod fixes is AI's behavior with the settlers. They would get stuck in a logic loop and simply not settle any more settlements. Now they are definitely doing it. So yeah, now we know for a fact they are doing it. Now, assuming we are going to get economic golden age, I might want to spend gold to convert more settlements into cities, because they will remain as a city in the next age. So either this one or Oxmal here. 20 production in Oxmal already. Let's convert Oxmal. It's also useful because if we end up fighting a war, Oxmal is probably like my most exposed city in a sense. It's a good defensible location, but like if Tubman declares war on us, she could send some ships through here, and then a bunch of units, so yeah, I want to have direct control of this. Yeah, now we can build some of our more unique districts, while we still can, because we won't be able to do it for much longer. And we can only do that in a city, not in a town. Alright. Here you go. We got 17 gold. So we need 3 more. So these are going to be the city-states. Yes. We are already integrating this one. So what I want to do now is to time integration of these 2 city-states to happen not long before the age ends. Because I don't want to deal with the happiness penalty for too long. And I just need them to be mine by the end of this age to unlock the military milestone. We have enough influence. I need 240 to get both. So we just need to watch the progress. Yeah, this last point is gonna be worth quite a bit. And if we research future tech, that's plus 10. So, yeah. Yeah. I guess I could just get started right now. I don't want to miss out on that plus 2 settlement cap, so let's just get started right now. Okay, let's just get started on both right away. We'll just have to deal with temporary happiness penalty. Okay, we have enough resources. I'm just gonna build a road here. Yep. Is it not working? Okay, apparently it's not. Apparently it's not clickable. Even though usually it works. But this time I cannot do it. That's interesting. They have made some strange choices with this game. Yeah, they have. Local festival. Okay, I can afford to spend my influence now. And we do want plus 3 happiness per turn in our cities. That's going to be very relevant very, very soon. And another settler coming. Well, good to know they don't get stuck with settlers anymore. Yeah. I don't like them forward settling with shitty cities. But, well, we know they don't get stuck. Still building Colosseum. Okay, I still need a few more resources to finish my economic.
While stands the Colosseum, iron.
Need to make sure we actually get them. Yeah, so the trade route will give me 2. The cities should give me 3. I'm just low on gold. Yeah, we can grab the... Hold up. So... Yeah, let's get the saw pit right here. Then we can grab the dates. Here you go. That's happiness, right? Yeah, plus 2 happiness. Okay, so that's 16, right? Yeah, 16. Plus 2 from trade route, and I just need 2 more. Which we should get, but I want to make sure that we will definitely get them. Yeah, more gold wouldn't hurt, even though we're pretty close to the end of the age. I still kind of want the gold. The ancient bridge is actually pretty nice for gold if you have a long navigable river, because you can spam it on like every tile. Yeah, so I do want future tech, but this will give us a big chunk of age progress. So we need to be really, really careful with that. Yeah. Okay, well, I might actually grab a few more units to bring over to the next age. Because we barely have any. Yeah, it wouldn't hurt to get a few, at least. I have basically no military. Okay, so in 3 turns... In 3 turns, we'll complete this milestone here. Future tech will take 6. How quickly can I get the missing resources? Where's that merchant? He's over here. Okay, he needs 4 turns, I guess. That will give me 2 resources that I can plug in. And then I need 2 more myself. Hold up. Here's one candidate. But this city will not grow anytime soon. Okay, maybe I do actually need another merchant and then increase our trade limit. Because, I mean, this is cheap. Let's grab the merchants. I don't want to miss out on this. One turn. Okay, grab the merchant. I really don't want to miss out on this. Indrapora is a good candidate.
Of the society.
Oh, here's an even better one. Okay, that's good. Let's go. That's 5 turns, but that should be fine. I might want to delay future tech a little bit, but we can do that. Okay, one more settler, just to really make sure we get this. I mean, merchant. Okay, this city can't grab anything else anymore. As far as resources go, I mean. I don't really want a specialist because that's a happiness penalty. And we might have to deal with negative happiness temporarily soon. And we're very close to the end of the age anyway. Right, horses do not count, but we can still grab them anyway. Actually, yeah, let's grab some of this land up here, because if I don't, the AI probably will. So that seems like a good idea. We can grab a resource here in Izirto. I don't even need... Actually, yes, I don't need a building. We can afford one. I would need 2 buildings, actually. Okay. No, wait. Yeah, no, I would need 2 buildings. I can't quite afford that right now. Research collaboration, fine. Citizenship. Oh yeah, anything ageless, we can build that. Okay, Ming unlocked. We don't have enough space here, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. That should be enough space. Yes. Okay, we're effectively done with this. I just need my merchant to get here, and we'll get it for sure. So that's basically already secured. No need to worry about it. Yup. Okay. Right, let's complete this unique district here. Like so. Alright. That was a pretty good Antiquity Age. Yeah, I think what I'm gonna do on YouTube is just private this stream as soon as I'm done. and I guess just upload the file, because I'm also saving a higher quality version locally, so I can just upload that. Yeah, there's the merchant. So I did send one to Rome already, but this guy can get here faster, or can he? Actually, no, he can't. Okay, then. I guess I'm still gonna send him anyway. They can race. Who gets there quicker? Okay, 2 turns. %84%. We will get the future tech, and that's a nice boost in the next age. So not much point building non-ageless stuff. It's not totally pointless, but yeah, let's grab that megalith. We should be effectively just a few turns away from the end of Antiquity Age right now. Okay, that's done. 87%. Then we can pop the merchant on the next turn. Okay, what do we grab? Next. I guess we can get the horse. That unlocks Mongolia. Mongolia is actually very, very good, because you get extra +4 settlement limit from the Mongolian traditions and rather from their civic tree. And you can get +5 combat strength on our cavalry. But most importantly, Mongolia gets +4 settlements from the Mongolian civics. It's so good. But you're not told anywhere until you start playing them. So if you don't know that, there's no way to know this from the UI. That information is literally not available anywhere at all. Like, it's just not there. The only way to see this is to actually play them, that's it. Okay, so in 2 turns we'll finish the future tech. Let's pop this guy. Wait. Oh yeah, I need to increase the limit? Wait, why can I suddenly not trade? Oh, he's out of movement. Fair enough. Fair enough. As soon as I slot this in, we will finish the scientific part. So, but I'm delaying that on purpose, because I don't want that age progress boost just yet. Oh yeah, we can grab one more megalith. Might as well. Alright. 205 gold. Maybe I can convert one more settlement. Let's move some happiness around. Yeah, I'll have to deal with a temporary penalty, which is fine, I guess. Yeah, we'll just have to deal with it. Again, this age is almost over, so it's kind of irrelevant for the most part. Let's move this. Okay, you can go here, and we'll buy an altar. That's only 92 gold and +3 happiness. We can evict this guy or something. Alright, and get the horses. There you go. Does Mongolia get the raising malus of cities removed? No, they do not. No civilization does right now. That's not a thing. I'm hoping they will add some leader in the future who will be able to do that. Like, Attila would make sense. But that's not really a thing right now. Okay, that's the connection. Okay, that's done. So as soon as I slot this in, we will get the objective done. We're about to get future tech. Okay, I think we can finish this age literally on the next turn. Yes. I don't want to miscalculate the age progress. That would be pretty bad. Right, the brickyard. Alright. Okay, now we can end this turn. We'll finish the future tech. And on the next turn, we can just finish both the scientific, legacy part, and economic. That's gonna be plus 20 progression in like one go. Because future tech gives 10, and the last point in the legacy part gives plus 5 each. Hey, no Kill Bill.
We gathered.
Yeah, honestly,
Gave their answer.
I think anything below data is like... Let me rephrase that. Compared to previous stabilization games, and I even had a video early on about this, and I still think this is the case, the difficulty is generally speaking easier than in previous stabilization games. Once you kind of know what you're doing, the only difficulty level where you can kind of still have AI kick your ass in some circumstances is data. Data is like a bit of a hit and miss. You can play a game on data and it's a total face roll. You can play another one and the AI can actually give you some trouble. But anything below that is mostly like pretty easy. Okay, so now we can finish everything. So slot this in. And then the economic one. Yeah, we can use the happiness, I guess, in the relevant places. So there you go. That's 99%. Yup. Alright, well, there you go. That's a lot of resources. So, we completed the economic legacy part. We completed the scientific legacy part. We got the +2 settlement limit bonus from the military legacy part. And we got the second milestone from the culture legacy part. That was a pretty damn good Antiquity Age, if you ask me. And we got the wildcard point here. So, okay, there are a few options for this. We could continue the scientific tree here. Get to that +5% repeatable faster. So that's an option. +1 science in settlements for each resource assigned to them is actually not bad. How did the AI do? The AI actually did pretty well. Benjamin Franklin did pretty well. This is Immortal, so I expected them to do way worse than they did. So this AI mod definitely works pretty well so far, and this is like a very early version, so... Don't expect miracles, it will only get better from here, hopefully. At least that would be the idea. Right, we technically still have one more turn to go. So let's do that last turn. I can still gain a codex. So yeah, we can do that. Let's go. Alright, well, we can't trade here because we already did.
Ships at a distance have
Alright. Form alliance. Hey, I could actually accept it now, and we'll have better relations with him at the start of the next age. Because he can't call me to war anymore. This is literally the last turn of this age. he will not get a chance to ask me to join a war. So, yeah. Alright, well, that's the end of the age. Right there. It was a pretty good one. Let's end it properly. Done.
There were no Maya without their traders, no cities without their markets, no distance too great to ensure their prosperity.
Alright, that was pretty good. Plus 15% production towards constructing buildings and wonders with great work slots. Okay, that's pretty good. Now we need to decide what we're gonna play in the next age. There are a few good options here. I do like Hawaii, but they're better if you have more marine terrain. We don't have that much. We could just go for Mongolia for the +4 settlements. Which again, you don't get told anywhere here. But they get +4 settlements. Their unique army commander is pretty nice too. I don't remember what traditions the Inca had. And again, you can't see that in here. So I have no idea what the traditions they got. We do have some mountains, but not some tremendous amount. I think Mongolia actually makes the most sense. We do have some navigable rivers, but not that many. Yeah, Mongolia actually makes the most sense. And again, Mongolia is really, really good. Even if you don't plan to go to war much. One nice thing about Mongolia as well is that this is the only civilization, as far as I'm aware, that allows you to get the military legacy path points in Exploration Age by conquering settlements on your original continent. Because normally, you need to get settlements in distant lands for this legacy path. But if you play as Mongolia, you can get points for conquering settlements in your homelands. This is the only civilization that can do that. So let's actually choose Mongolia. Alright, I'm actually going to cut the stream on YouTube at this point because it's crapping out constantly. Like, this is a problem on YouTube's end. There's nothing I can do about that. I will probably upload the Antiquity Age here to YouTube separately later. So, sorry everyone on YouTube. If you want to keep watching live, I would recommend Twitch. But yeah, I will upload the Antiquity Age separately later. But yeah, I'm gonna cut the stream on YouTube right now, because again, it's just crapping out constantly. Like, I can't do anything about it. It's just really terrible.